the Dopie and Agony show, their followers are violent extremists. That's what these people are. I've done a quick video about Dopie and Agony show, having Chris Kyle on there claiming he punched out Jesse Ventura. Now that was thoroughly debunked. Of course, if you look at it 5 years ago and it's still never come out until you get on the show and have to drag it out of a guy who won't look him in the eyes or look at the camera, it was pretty obvious what was going on. But now that it's been thoroughly debunked, like you say, Jesse Ventura come out, thoroughly debunked it, and is going to have this guy charged with slander. And it's going to try to go after the Dopie and Agony show. This is kind of what that video is about. The Dopie and Agony show, their mentality. It's only on their videos will you find, like on my video, you'll find people saying they want to smash your teeth out, keep calling you the C word. They use every derogatory term on the planet, but they can't argue or debate. They're violent. Dopie and Agony breeds violence, and you see this consistently with anybody who disagrees with the Dopie and Agony show at all. But dangerous mindless zombies. They're probably using a PR firm on top of that. But it's most likely these guys themselves with YouTube accounts putting these threats out there, because they're so small-minded. You can tell that by watching their show, and they haven't come out with a retraction about what they said about Jesse Ventura and apologized to Jesse Ventura. And they won't, because they're intimidated by Jesse Ventura and they hate him. They're intimidated. They can't debate, so all they can do is have anger, and that's what they're teaching people that fall for their gig. The Dopie and Agony show is a smut machine. They can't debate anything, right? Like, you know, they come to my site and they start yelling about how they smack down the truthers. The top 15 stories of the Twin Towers can only crush 15 stories below it. That's the laws of physics, okay? There was no bodies, no seats, no wings, tails, engines, black boxes, no nothing reported worldwide in the media, except for a couple of debunking sites. It wasn't reported in the media, none of that. There was no bodies, no seats, no luggage, no wings, tails, engines, planes at the Pentagon, Flight 77 or Flight 93 in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The loved ones never got the bodies, never got the buried bodies, so they put memorials at those sites to represent the bodies. They got all the people killed at the Pentagon, but they never got the bodies from the plane or the seats, luggage, wings, tails, engines, black boxes. And you got no physical proof, nobody can find that. It's not carried on any of the sites, and that's why 911 Truth is asking, where is this evidence, right? The greatest form of patriotism is dissent and to hold your government accountable. And I'm not trying to give you a history lesson or nothing, but I want to bring it into context. The Dopie and Agony show, they should be retracting this immediately. They're the ones who kicked all this off. And they go to Chris Kyle into saying that story. He bragged about it obviously before that, and they reminded him. They wanted to confirm it on air because they wanted to make a sensational story, because that's what they do, right? Like, go to Louis C.K.'s and look up the Donald Rumsfeld video and listen to it, and you will hear them throw him under the bus repeatedly. And that was the first time they ever had him on the show, and they got him back on the show repeatedly apparently after, but that was because they wanted to leech off of his fame, right? It's not because they... You see what they done with him in that video, you'll understand what I'm saying. Dopie and Agony though, but every time you make a video about these people or you criticize them, you're attacked viciously with threats of violence, like smashing my teeth in on my last video there. And constantly going after me in a derogatory term. How could you keep a secret like that? A bar brawl where you got knocked out, there's no police reports or anything like that whatsoever. And Jesse is going after that guy now, and he's going to expose all of this, so that's going to come out soon. But the media doesn't want to cover it because that's going to give Jesse exposure, and because Jesse Ventura had made documentaries on Truth Network, was it, I believe, about 911 and the Pentagon and stuff like that. He's being attacked and they're trying to discredit him. Yeah? Opie and Anthony done that on purpose. They knew it was bullshit, they carried through with it, they sensationalized it on purpose. And I can guarantee you, payback is coming. Navy SEALs right now are looking up their schedules to see where they might be able to run into these little cheerleading lapdogs from the military-industrial machine. See, Anthony and Opie, or Dopie and Agony, whatever you want to call these people, they're not going to tell you about 18 suicides in the military every single day. Today, 18 soldiers died. on the streets, homeless. But they'll sensationalize that one guy who claims he killed women and children, because they were Al-Qaeda in his eyes, basically. They love that. They were like little lizards licking at their butts. That's what they done. They wanted that story out there desperately. They despise Jesse Ventura because they didn't have the brains to argue with him and debate him like a normal radio host would do, right? So they turned on Jesse during a live interview, just turned on him, and turned into it. The next several days they raged on him, but they weren't able to debate what he said. And like you say, top 15 stories of the Twin Towers can only crush 15 stories below it, and it runs out of energy. That's the laws of physics. You can't suspend that. But Opie and Dopie and Agony and their followers are violent extremists. That's what these people are. The Dopie and Agony show, they breed violent extremists to attack people that want to question questionable stories that have cost millions their lives, and sensationalize going in somewhere where there's 19,000 rapes a year, 18 suicides. It's all well documented. But they want to come in and smash my teeth because I dare question their story. How dare you question the Dopie and Agony show? Get used to it, man. I'm not going away. And there's a lot of people that are just like me who are not going to be marginalized by cheerleading lapdogs for military industrial machine any day soon, I can assure you. Take care.